Hey guys, I am so excited to be teaming up with a quick flick on today's video, and it's because they've just launched another new shade in their wing liner stamp range. This is Blue Velvet, and oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I needed this in my life until I tried it yesterday. It is a really gorgeous navy blue shade liner, and if you guys have never heard of the quick flick before, it's not just a normal liner, it's actually a wing liner stamp pen as well as felt liner. So it just makes wing liner such a breeze. I discovered the quick flick earlier this year. I'd seen it all over Instagram and I hadn't taken the plunge and bought it myself yet, and then I saw Huda Beauty talk about it, and we all know I'm a Huda Beauty stan, so as soon as I saw her mention it, I was like, okay Huda, I trust you girlfriend, I'm gonna give it a try. So I bought it and I've been obsessed ever since. If you guys go back through all my old tutorials, all my old Instagram posts, you will notice that in 3 years, I think I wore wing liner once. In 3 years, one time, because I can't do it. I cannot do it unless I have the quick flick. So that's why I'm very passionate about this product. I freaking love it. I can't get enough of it. And I'm very excited to be collabing with them again on today's video. So yay for Blue Velvet. So if you guys would like to see all 3 sizes tried on and how the color looks, then simply keep on watching. So the quick flick comes in 3 different sizes and now 3 different colors. So you have the OG, the intense black, which is of course my holy grail. I cannot live without it. Then you have hot fudge, which is a really beautiful chocolate brown shade. And I do have videos on both of those shades as well, which I will link below for you guys. And then the newest addition is of course Blue Velvet, which like I said before, is a really gorgeous deep navy blue shade. So it's actually very wearable. I was a little bit don't know how I feel about blue liner, and then I put it on and I was like, this blue liner is literally everything. It is so nice. It is very subtle, very wearable. So if you guys like just a little pop of color, then this is going to be your jam. Now it comes in the 3 different sizes. You have the smallest, which is the 8mm petite, which is kind of like a kitten flick. So it's perfect for those of you who maybe have more mature eyes. If you like a flick but you don't like anything too in your face and you just want a little tiny kitten flick, then it's going to be the perfect size for you. So next up you have the 10mm modest, which is a really nice in-between size. So it's not too big, it's not too small. You're still going to really notice it when you apply it to your lid, but it's not going to hide under lashes or anything like that. But it's not so va-va-voom that it's holy wings. They're just very nice. They're modest, hence the name. And then last but certainly not least, you have the Grand. Now the Grand is the biggest of them all. It's very self-explanatory in the name. It is large and in charge, and it is beautiful. So I would suggest the Grand to anyone who likes to wear a lot of eyeshadow, anyone who wears full lashes or likes just a really dramatic flick, then the Grand is going to be right up your alley. It really stands out and it's very bold. And no matter what size you have as well, you can always extend the flick. So what I mean by extending the flick is when you use a stamp, but then you use the liner end to actually drag out your flick further. So you can definitely do that if you prefer more of a pointed flick. I quite like this style of flick personally. I feel like if it gets too pointy, it gets messy, if that makes sense. It's not nice and crisp. So this is definitely my aesthetic. I'm all about the Grand flick, and I usually don't extend it. It just depends how much eyeshadow I have on. If I have a lot of eyeshadow on, then I will extend it. This is actually a crazy wearable shade. When you put it on, it's kind of really unassuming that it's a deep blue, and you can't really tell from far away, but when you get up close and you see it in comparison to my black lashes, you can definitely tell it's a really nice navy blue color. And I did use it in that really beautiful smoky blue eye yesterday, and it was just everything. It was so much better than black liner with the blue smoky eye. eye. And not to mention, you guys can just wear it on its own how I have it today. I think it looks really pretty with a pink lip, would look really nice with a nude lip and just some lashes, and I feel like really glamorous, to be honest. I think it's really cute, and it just gives you like a little bit of something different to like your traditional black liner. Now I want to give you guys some little tips and tricks for application. Now depending on your eye shape will depend on what angle you want to place your flick. So as you guys can see, the actual pen does in fact have like its own natural curve to the liner, so you need to make sure you use the right side. So in each box you get 2 liners, you get your left and your right, so you want to make sure you use your right one on your right and your left one on your left. My mum has made the mistake of using the right one on her left and the left one on her right. She managed to still make it work though, surprisingly. But yeah. So now when it comes to positioning on your eye, I personally like to leave my eyes slightly open when I'm applying my flick, just so I can see where the crease sits in my lid, because when my eyes are open directly on, as you guys can see, I do have a fold that comes down towards my liner. So I want to ensure that my actual wing doesn't sit up in the fold to make it as dramatic as possible. If you have really hooded eyes and the fold of your lid comes right down, never fear, just still stamp it when your eyes are semi-open so you can get the actual line across the crease, if that makes sense. Now just depending on how hooded your eyes are as well will also depend on how you angle your liner. So obviously the more you twist it up with the pointy end facing up towards the brows, the more angled your wing's going to be. So if you like a super dramatic angled wing, which some people do, they're very like, I don't know how to describe it. They're very cat eye when you have them angled heaps far up. You want to do that if you have like less hooded eyes. If you have more hooded eyes, you want to try and point the actual point of your wing more so out towards your hairline. So if you don't have hooded eyes and you don't have like a super deep crease, then you can definitely point any which way up, and I would recommend going like up towards the tail of your brow. And if you have more of a fold or more of a hooded eye, I would recommend pointing directly out to your hairline. I sort of do it somewhere in between, as you guys can see, and when I stamp it, I just keep my eyes open a tiny bit just to make sure that my wing does not sit in the fold of my lid. And yeah, it's really easy to do. So usually I stamp first and then I do my lash line. You can do it either way, it's just personal preference. They do say it's a little bit easier for beginners if you actually line your lash line first and then you use the stamp to connect the lash line. I just personally just go straight in with the stamp and then I do my lash line, and I usually connect the actual wing down to my lash line first, and then I fill in the beginning of my lash line so I get like a really nice gradient, so it goes thin to thick, if that makes sense. So the quick flick is also smudge proof and waterproof, so if you're going to wear this outside on a hot day, if you get super watery eyes like me, if you wear it when you're exercising, if you get caught in a rainstorm or someone throws a cup of water in your face, it's not going anywhere. It's not going to budge, it's not going to run down your face, it's not going to move whatsoever. So it's a really great long wearing liner. You don't have to worry about it budging on your face. I will include a little water test to show you guys that under flowing water, it does not drip and it does not run. Now, if you scrub the crap out of your hand, you will be able to remove it with friction, but it's not actually removing because of the water. It's just from friction, if that makes sense. So it is totally waterproof. Now, the best way I found to actually remove it is I have used like my Dermalogica pre-cleanse balm and it doesn't get it all off. I end up having like a blue smog all over my face. So I found the best way to remove it is micellar water. I personally use the Garnier ones, but it doesn't matter what brand. It's just very quick, it's very gentle, and it's very effective. So you want to avoid like pulling and tugging on your eyes too much. So with the micellar water, all you need is literally just a cotton round, just one of these little cotton rounds, and just soak it with the micellar water. And all I do is I hold it in place for like a couple of seconds and then I just wipe away gently and it'll totally remove all the liner. So that is how I would highly recommend removing it. Try not to like scrub it too much. Like even though you can scrub it off with just water with friction, you don't want to do that to your eyes because your eyes are very delicate. And guys, that sort of pulling and tugging on your eyes will cause premature fine lines. And who wants that? Not me. Not me, that's for sure. Another bit of exciting news is the Quick Flick is actually going to be stocked in Priceline, which is so exciting. So over the next coming month, you will see it roll out in all Priceline stores, which is super cool. So if you're an Australian and you want to like swatch them and check out the sizes in person, you'll be able to do that soon in all Priceline retailers, which is incredible. Now the Quick Flick is also sold by a lot of independent retailers and salons as well. I know in my hometown the salon I go to now stocks it, so if you guys are looking for a local stockist, maybe jump on their website and see if someone near you sells it, or you can just buy them online. They do have like discounts when you buy in bulk, so when you buy like more than one set, so you can get a pretty good deal. Otherwise individually these retail for $34.99 I believe Australian dollars. So when you order directly from the Quick Flick site, your order will come in these gorgeous boxes which say 99 problems but wing liner ain't one. So obviously when you buy in store you won't get that cute box, but if you buy online that's a good little incentive, because I was so glad that like my last 2 boxes didn't get banged up by the postman, because I keep them. They're literally the cutest thing ever for like your knickknacks and just for storage. Like I just like to keep pretty boxes. Don't know about you guys, but they're super cute. So I'm pretty sure I've covered everything in today's video. If there's anything I missed or you have any questions at all, feel free to comment them below and I will definitely get back to you guys. So the Quick Flick is going to be coming out with more and more shades in their wing liner stamp, which is so exciting. So I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. But if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, and I'll be talking to you really soon. And thank you so much for watching to the very end. If you made it this far, comment below, let me know you're an MVP, which means most valuable player, and those who watch to the very end are the most valuable players, and I love you to pieces. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.